So I just got home and it's dark outside, but I have had something on my mind the last couple of days. I had the privilege to talk with a girl who was shaking from the top of her head to the bottom of her feet, and it was one of the most genuine conversations. She said, "I'm not saved. I don't know who Jesus is, but my entire family thinks that I do, and my entire church body thinks that I do." And I told her in that moment, I get it. I do. I really, really do. When me and my husband started going to church, he was a member at that particular church. And I remember telling him, well, if you're a member, I want to be a member. So, by my profession of faith, believing in Jesus, I joined the church. And it wasn't until a Sunday morning that I fell under conviction and realized that I was a sinner that desperately needed Jesus. And so I went to the front, and that is where I cried out to the Lord and trusted him and believed in him and cried out to him to be my Lord and my Savior. And I went on to stand in front of the church and let them know. And then I asked to be baptized, and I went on to be baptized. So I told her, I'm like, I get it. I do. I really do. And we talked, and she went on to come to know Christ. And it was one of the most precious moments. It was just so genuine. But it's been on my mind, and maybe that's you. Maybe your entire family thinks that you're saved. Maybe your entire church body thinks that you're saved. Maybe you've even been serving in ministry, and deep down you're struggling. Deep down, you're going, I don't know if I've ever made Jesus my Lord and Savior. If that is you, then I just want to say to you, it's okay. It's okay to come to the realization that you need Christ, and then go on to make him Lord of your life. Because I think sometimes it can almost seem like it could be embarrassing. It could be fearful. What will people think? What will this look like if I've been serving in the church, and then I all of a sudden make this announcement that I've come to know Christ, and then I want to be baptized? Well, I mean, won't people think like, how can that even be? I mean, have you just been being deceitful the whole time? I mean, I think our minds can just spin and spiral out of control. And I think the enemy can feed us all kinds of lies. But the thing is that it does not matter what anyone else thinks. It really doesn't. Because at the end of the day, each and every one of us will stand before the Lord, and we will give an account for our decision that we made here down on earth. And when we get to heaven, and when we stand before the Lord, it's not going to matter if we were embarrassed or fearful. What's going to matter is if we come to know Christ while we were here on earth, if we made him Lord of our life, no matter what it took, no matter how embarrassing that it would have been down here. That's what matters, is that we made the decision to say yes to Jesus. So if that's you, my heart is so tender towards you. It really is. I mean, I get it. I do. The girl I talked to with, she gets it. There's been others that I've talked with that get it, that really, really get it. And I think the thing is that we can know of Jesus, we can believe in Jesus, but not truly know him as Lord and Savior of our life. So don't let the enemy back you in a corner. Reach out to someone, and you don't even have to do that. You can be saved right where you are at. You can cry out to the Lord and acknowledge that you are a sinner and that you desperately need a Savior. and that you're willing to surrender your life to the Lord, and then go on and be baptized. Go on and be baptized. And don't be ashamed of your testimony. Don't be ashamed of your testimony, because you never know who it could reach. You'll never know who the Lord may use it for, to use your testimony to reach someone. So I say to you, with the most love, surrender, surrender, and then share your testimony. Share your testimony.